Homeless. I took all my belongings and left the house in the early afternoon. It was the end of the month, and I only had 180 riyals left in my pocket and nowhere to go. I couldn't even afford a taxi. In shock, I wandered the streets until I remembered one of my older brother's friends rented a room in one of the poor areas of the city. I had visited him in the early days of my arrival in Tehran to pass on my brother's greetings. He and his wife rented a single room on the ground floor of the apartment and were living in it with their 4 children. There was a shared toilet outside the room under the steps to the second floor that was used by the first floor residents. The only shower was at a public bath. I knew this poor friend did not have enough room for me, but I believed he would help me in my time of need. I dared to ask a taxi driver for a lift, explaining my plight and offering all I had. The driver agreed to my offer and drove me to my friend's apartment. I knocked, but no one opened the door. I knocked again. A neighbor came out and told me that my friend no longer lived there. The news was heavy on my heart. The man asked me, "Did he invite you here without letting you know what happened to him?" I explained my situation, telling him of my need. As we talked, the landlord approached and said he remembered me from my visit. With this little bit of credibility, I felt confident to ask him if I could store my belongings there. The landlord said, "I know your friend. He's a good man. I have great respect for him. For his sake, I can help you and keep your belongings in my storeroom." His generosity lightened my burden. I left my bags in his storeroom, thanked him, and headed for school, a 2.5-hour walk.